Hi everybody, welcome back to Black Ops Cold War, and in this video we're going to be learning the hardpoint rotations on the new Yamantau map. So I'm going to show you how to set the drill up, and then we're going to run through the hardpoint rotations. Also, in the description below this video you'll see a list of the hardpoint rotations and a link to a document that has all of the hardpoint rotations of the maps I've looked at so far. And there's a grid with all the different ones in. However, the writing in that is fairly small. If you click on one of the titles in that grid, that will take you to a full page view of the hardpoint rotations for that particular map, so you can read it easily. So if, like me, you need glasses a lot of the time for reading, but you don't wear glasses when you play on your telly, that enables you to have them big so you can see them and not have to keep taking your glasses on and off. So if you want to run this drill, go into offline mode in Call of Duty. Obviously change the map to Yamantau. You don't want any bots with you, you just want it by yourself. Rules wise, I would set the time limit to something large like 15 minutes and the score limit up to 750. It doesn't really matter. And then in advance I would change the lifetime down from 1 minute to 45 seconds. So you can start doing the rotations to start learning them. Right, let's dive in. Now, as a Call of Duty progresses throughout its lifetime, throughout the year, the chances of getting a particular map obviously become less and less because there's more maps to play. So that's why having a list can really help to help you remember what the hardpoint rotations are, because you may well not play a hardpoint map for quite a long time, and then having this really helps. So here we go. So the first hardpoint is right in the middle in the observatory down here. It's quite an unusual hardpoint as well. But it's just this little area here, so you're really going to have your headphones on to listen to where the enemies are coming from and look at the mini-map to see where your teammates are spawning from, so that will give you a really good idea. Now the next hard point is at the hydro bunker, which is up in the northeast, kind of in that direction. So with 10 seconds to go, as you must know by now, we get the indication where the next one's going to be. There it is. So let's head on up there. One of the routes you could use is this way, and this is it here. As you can see, we're up in the northeast of the map. Again, there's not that many. I guess probably I would be defending it probably from up here, because your teammates are going to Cold War hardpoint maps. The hardpoints are pretty close together, so hardpoint can be very, very intense, especially as they've given away this warning now about where the next hardpoint's going to be. So let's head down to there, and it's in this small area here. Some cool graphics. You can climb up from down below to get up here, and you can defend that. And after server room, we're going to the northwest of the map to it's called satellite. It's where the satellite dish just kind of crashed over there. Quite an open hardpoint, this one. Again, you'd probably tuck yourself in a corner, get your trophy system deployed or your smoke, maybe put some mines down or a field mic, and then start playing that way. If you're unfamiliar with hardpoint, the way it works is it's the first to 250 points. Your team scores points roughly every second when you have someone on the hardpoint. You don't earn any more points if you have more than one person on the hardpoint, so there ever needs to be one person on at a time. If an enemy comes onto the hardpoint becomes contested and nobody earns any points. If there's nobody on the hardpoint, nobody earns any points. So it's a bit different from domination in that way. But the really cool thing about hardpoint is that it's possible to come back from massive being behind by a massive amount, because nobody scores any points when nobody's on the hard point. So you can be 100 points down, 150 points down, and if you capture every single hard point for the rest of the game and deny the enemy on the hard points, as we go back to the middle, go back to the observatory again, you can bring back that deficit and you can win, and you can have some very, very, very close games. When you play domination, for example, there is a point at which you really can't come back. Sometimes if you're playing a good team, you can finish the first half of a game of domination, say it finishes like 100 points to 50, that is a really difficult deficit to bring back for the second half of the game in domination. I mean, Hardpoint, you don't have halves or anything like that. But in Hardpoint, you can bring them back, and I have had some of my most exciting Hardpoint games, games of Call of Duty, sorry, on Hardpoint, because of the fact that you can bring that deficit back. And one person on a team who knows the Hardpoints and it's able to control the spawns can make that big difference. So as we move to the Hydro Bunker, let's talk a little bit more about that. So I'm up here. So in Hardpoint, for the first 30 seconds, and then with 30 to 20 seconds to go to the next change, that's when you should be moving. I say between 20 and 30 seconds because it depends on how big the map is and how far you've got to go. So we know the next one is down here on in the server room, so let's head there. And the reason why you go early is because you want to be able to get set up in the next Hardpoint to defend it and put down claymores or trophy systems, if you do, but also so that your teammates start spawning in the correct position to run to the next Hardpoint, because most people who play Hardpoint don't know the rotations. So if you can get yourself set up to do it, it means that you'll be putting your team in a position to win. Now, if you're on the other side of this, where you can't capture a hard point, when you get to the situation where you have 30 seconds to go, that's when you should be giving up. So let's say we couldn't capture this hard point. There's 30 seconds to go. We should be moving. We should be gone, and we should be setting ourselves up ready for the next hard point. So we'd be coming down here, probably setting ourselves up at the back of the hard point. Our teammates would start spawning all around us. And so not only are they ready to take this hard point, you know, they'll just basically just run out and capture it. Here we go. It's going to pop now. There we go. But also, if we're spawning on this side of the map, it means that we're also ready for the next hard point, which is down in the centre, in the observatory down there. And also, if you think about it as well, the next hard point is at the Hydro Bunker, which is over there. So we're kind of setting ourselves up. So again, if you're having trouble capturing hard points, think of yourself as a mobile spawn point, and put yourself in a safe place on the edge of the map near to the next hard point, that's preferably on the same side that the next but one is going to be, and you're going to be setting your team up to capture them. So let's just use another example. So let's wait for it to pop. So the centre's popped and we're fighting, bam, we can't get it, they've got trophy systems down, they've got grenades flying out, we just cannot capture this hard point. So what we want to be doing, we make a decision with normally about 30 seconds to go, to put ourselves very carefully over here, because you want to stay alive. You know, we want to be back here so that our teammates are spawning around here. Now they're going to be a bit annoyed to start off with because they've got to run further to get to the middle, but it means when this hard point pops, they're going to be ready to capture that one, and also we're ready to run through that door there, or go down there and use that rappel line to move up and to take the server room hard point as well. But where I have always been getting ahead of the hard point, setting it up with trophy systems and defending it, and then legging it to the next one, enabling basically you to guide your team around the map. Now, since they added the 10-second warning of where the next hard point is to the game, you know, it has kind of dumbed hardpoint down a bit, I think. But hardpoint is still a really fun game to play, especially if maybe you're not that accurate with your shooting, because you can make a massive difference to your team without actually having to shoot anybody. You're just acting as that mobile spawn point. So as you can see, the next one's going to spawn here. So what we'll do, let's go back to the middle. We'll let the game kind of carry on doing what it's doing, and we're just going to run through the hard points again. So when you first start off, it's here in the observatory, and then we'll head up here into this area to the Hydro Bunker. This is where the next one will be. After Hydro Bunker, it's down here into the server room, and then after this one we go through here. We can jump over here, we could go around the back, and we're at the satellite, and then when that one's finished we run back through here, and we're back in the middle, we're back at the observatory, the hardpoint rotation is reset, and we start again. So there we go. That, my friends, is the hardpoint rotations for Yamantau. Love hardpoint, great game mode. look at the order that's in the description down below. Go to that link down below to that Google Doc that shows you where all the different hardpoint rotations, and have fun. Cool. So if you've enjoyed the video, like, if you want to see more of the same, press subscribe, and I will of course see you again soon.